Okay. Good morning or afternoon. A little bit late, sorry. We had to invite someone in today. We have beautiful costumes here, so we try to show them off when we can. Let's see. I think that's totally fine. How is everyone today? We're going to do something fun and, not, well, just, yeah, fun. And what else? What else? Hi, Facebook user. If you hit on this post that you saw, if you hit the back button and give StreamYard permission, then we can see your name. Um, Hello, Facebook user. Thanks for dropping in. And we're gonna do this a little bit different here. Let me get up on this giant chair here and do some fun. Have a fun Friday, right? We had fun last night. Steve and I went and saw Halloween, so that was fun. And we wore our costumes. Hi, Kathy Brown. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hi, everybody. Come on in, and I'm going to switch the angles over, and we'll get started. What's up, Amanda? Good to see you. How you been? How you been? So the glue we're going to use today, and I'm going to go ahead and do a full demo on this part. So I'm going to take it out. So if you're ever using any of our cartridges of the glues, it's usually going to be a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1. All right, this is a 2-part epoxy. It is excellent for exterior stuff. That's why I'm using it on here. And it only goes in the cartridge a certain way. If it's a 1-to-1, then it just goes in either way. But if it's a 2-to-1 like this one, it just goes in just like this. So with our cartridge, you can work both of the main glues that we use, and this will clip down. And then there's a silver part back here. You're going to lift it up and press this in as far as it will go. And that will kind of engage the little teeth that are in here. And that's what, when you pull the trigger part, it's going to push this plunger into the barrel. And that's how this cartridge works, right? So for today, let's get a new Post-it note. I like to mix on you can mix on, junk paper. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. Junk mail, any kind of paper, scrap paper that you have. We have these around the office all the time. And so see how it's getting clicked. Now it's engaged. It won't click until I press the glue. And you don't need a ton of glue, you guys. You do need enough to get that reaction to happen with part A and part B. And I'm going to use, where's my little swabs at? How did I do that again? All right, let me grab one. Hang on. That one. Oh, no, here's one. Perfect. Look at that. All right, so we're going to mix this glue pretty thoroughly. Good morning, Michelle. Good to see you, or good afternoon. I forget what time it even is. It's all the same time for me. And sorry we don't have a nice picture show on the monitor in the back. It's not connecting to the Wi-Fi, and I wasn't going to mess with it anymore because we're having some maintenance done on the building in a little while. So, we'll go ahead and let that thing sleep. I know. Hi, Sunday. Good to see you. Hi, Brandy. Let's see. You have, is there a way to keep the rhinestones from fading on items that stay outdoors? Fading. Are you using resin rhinestones? It's not usually that glass fades, but I suppose it can happen. If it's a coating, the coatings can wear down and wear off if you're, doing a super heavy duty scrub. Like we do show how hard we scrub things, but we're very particular on knowing what coatings and what products will hold up outside. So you are using resin. Resin is going to fade. Resin will fade indoors. Resin will fade just by touching it. If it's on a cup, resin can fade. So it's good to practice with resin, but if you're going to do more outdoor type items, then try to move up to glass, and then try not to use metallic colors outside on exterior items. Rainbow Dark is holding wonderfully on Susie's Mini Cooper, and we have a couple other clients with some test stones. So far, so good, but the metallics, I mean, they can rub off in your hands, and the resin, for sure, that, is not going to hold up very long on most cases anyway. So I have mixed up my glue, and now I'm going to add a little colorant into it, okay? Awesome. Oh, let's see. You said you've been making the rhinestone ducks for 2 years, and a lot of my customers keep them in their Jeeps about a year. Oh, for sure. They're in the windshield. Correct. Yeah. If it's resin stones, just the sun is gonna fade those out for sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna mix in a couple drops of acrylic paint. And there's different variations of, there's tons of brands of paints. You guys all have acrylic paint. It's at the dollar store. It's at everywhere store. I do appreciate a higher quality of paints on things, especially when it's for outdoors. I want to use my better stuff. So I'm using it's an airbrush paint, but that's okay. You can totally use it for this stuff too, but not too much. Adding 1 or 2 drops will help colorize your glue, and I'll explain why I'm adding this in here anyway. And then help kind of give some more saturation to your background colors. So I'll put a couple drops of this in, give it a good shake. I'm looking for a powder blue. It does look like Chargers, but this is a marathon sticker. So yeah, not a football thing, but the colors seem to match. So, all right. So I'll put, let's say we'll do 2 drops of this. Now, if you put, we usually do mix mica. Oh my gosh. We usually mix mica powder or glitter into our glues. I chose to use paint because I just wanted like a flat kind of a color because I want the stones to kind of pop. And if you put 1 or 2 drops of acrylic paint into your 2-part epoxy glues, it's totally fine. If you put 10 drops, you will change the consistency of your glue. You will change the whole chemical reaction. So too much acrylic paint is not good. So test on something small first. I actually did a super small squeeze of the glue, and that's with 1 drop. I was testing my consistency. So that's why I went with, double the glue and then 2 drops of the acrylic paint. So I'm going to mix it in. And this was actually a little bit more glue, so I could probably put another drop of glue. I'm sorry, another drop of paint. Wow, wowzer. Eef, I need my AC on. Let me get my water going. All right. Oh, the glue. The glue I'm using is Loctite, and we are sold out of this glue. It's sold out on Amazon, but you can search, good old Google, Loctite EA0151. It's quite expensive, but there's a reason. It's really, really good, and the stones don't slide. We are working on possibly bringing in a lesser expensive, even better formula of this glue. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in something like that. Like I said before, this glue does not slide, which is really fabulous. And we show that every now and then for stuff, but it doesn't cure with that super glossy finish. So this is where you're going to want to really get those stones nice and tight, not too many gaps, because it's going to have like a satin finish. And I am going to look for my little fan, and it's right here. So give me 2 seconds before I sweat over everything. Let's see. I got some. And if I was prepared, which I happen to be today, I have a plug right here. Let's get this going before you guys see me have a little, what is it? Hot flash. There we go. Nope. This one says no. 1 second. Break time, intermission. Let's see, Jessica, wouldn't E6000 work this as well? E6000 will not hold up in exterior conditions. It's not even made for that. And yeah, no. I mean, it might hold for a couple days, but yeah, no. And plus, yeah, we don't use that glue. We don't use that glue anymore. In our whole studio or company, we are going to choose glues that don't have the cancer warnings, as this one does not. You do not have some nice ventilation in your office, which I do. If you're overly sensitive to 2-part epoxies, then definitely put on your PPE. Wow, I'm having some difficulty today. Oh, it was the other wire. OMG. Oh, it's fine. We're fine. If it dies on me, we're good. Just like that here. Give me some breeze, but not too much sound. And okay. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the fan? Let me know if you can hear it because I will figure something else different. I'm kind of picky with fans. Okay, so what I have here is a matte vinyl from Starcraft. When I moved in and got an actual place to put all my vinyl and supplies, I bought one of every color. Some of them are two. The basic, top 10 colors. I've got two. Okay, good. On the fan. Awesome, good. Because I can feel it on the back of my neck. And it's perfect. If you ladies know what I mean, it's nice. um, and so this is Starcraft vinyl. It's a matte white. I sanded everything first with my 100 grit, the little nail files that we have for prep kits, the super soft. Here's one right here. I like to show it. So before I run it through my laser printer, I used the lesser, the 100 side, and gave it just a nice sanding over in different directions. So it's matte white. Then I sanded it some. Then I ran it through the laser. And you do notice some banding on here. I do need to change my toner, but it's okay. I just needed to have enough of that colorant to show me where my lines are. The stones will cover it. You do not have to have the most perfect paint or print or vinyl or any of that. The stones are going to cover it. You just need it like a guide. So we're doing a kind of a lesser expensive process of doing this. And so everything was sanded before it was printed, and I'm going to tape it down to my little desk. And once I glue all the stones and let it cure, then I'll just hand cut this out. Yes, I could have put it on the cutter and do all that, but again, I'm trying to do this inexpensively and as quickly as possible because, I'm just trying to knock this out for a friend. Yes, I know, right? Okay, so for the blue, and we're going to use Mocca Sapphire AB, and we're going to add this glue on here. So we do like this glue on car parts, especially when you're working vertical, because it helps the stones to not slide so much. We like to start from the bottom and go up. But I am working flat on this today. I don't want to use other two-part epoxies that we would normally use, like the let's see, the Bob Smith's is quite brittle. It could crack and kind of break with a decal like this. So I wanted to use Loctite because it is a flexible two-part epoxy. It has an excellent consistency. And it's perfect for this project. It's perfect. And you have about over an hour working time with this glue, probably an hour and a half. And I'm not in any hurry to get off this live with you guys. So if you want to pop in and pop out, I'll be here for probably a full hour today. So it's all about you guys, right? Awesome. What's up, Shannon? Good to see you. Hi, Regine. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining in. Pardon me. Yes. Let's see. Jessica says, good to know. I've always used E6000, always been told to use it. So love to sound. Yeah, for sure. And I've used it for years and years and years. And when we learn better, we do better. So yeah, it's not, we don't even allow it in this whole production studio. So that says kind of a lot. And I just wish that some other manufacturers would reach out to artists and makers, and help change things or explain why or explain more about how dangerous their ingredients are. And Super Tight does that. So that's why we do use a lot of Super Tight glues. A good replacement for E6000 is the Super Tight multi-grab. So it's in this black and red tube, and it's got a little thinner consistency. It does have a little bit of a smell. It does have it's not solvent based, but I believe there is an acetone in here. So it's not, there's no cancer warnings on here. So you do have that's kind of a gluey smell. And it takes a lot less of the Multigrab 360. You don't need nearly as much. And it lasts a long time. Holds up really, really good on a lot of stuff. So I hope that helps. I'm all about everybody trying lots of glues and making your own decisions. And I'm not here to finger wag at anybody for what glues you use, all that stuff. But we do like to choose wisely. You know, everyone knows the situation. If you're, smoking, what things can happen. I've lost half my family through smoking, and the other half still smokes. So we all know what's coming. And people, I choose to not smoke. It's all about choices, people. So, and so I'm putting a nice thin coat, but I like to use these little swabs because they let the glue stay a little thicker to keep that colorant on there. Yes, this vinyl is going on a glass window of a car. Yeah, back window. Yes. And if this was for like a car wrap for on the body of the car, I would use Ninja Super Flex because of the conditions and everything. And again, so we do like to always say, good glue, better glue, best glue. Okay. So the best glue for car vinyl will be your Ninja Super Flex. The better, best is Superflex. The better is the Loctite 0151 kind of formula. And then a good glue could probably be multi-grab, but I just stay away from good versions. I want to at least give you a better and a best version. So that's why we're going kind of middle of the grade, middle of the road with this process today. And we're going to use the middle glue. Better than good, but not the best. But it will still be totally fine for being on the glass windshield, back windshield, I guess, window, who knows? I don't know. So I'm going to put a little bit more of this on here. I chose the background first, like I normally do, like to do the details first. But I was just so in love with seeing this combination happen. I'm like, go for it. Just do the background first. But I am not getting anywhere near the yellow trim, so that way it doesn't impede on the citrine when I start that outline, because it's going to look so sharp. Awesome. Yes. Let's see, Tawana, for Converse. So we even have a Converse video, the shoe kit. So a good glue for Converse toes, the rubber, is the multi-grab. It holds up excellent, and it will bend your knife to pull those stones off. And good glue, better glue would be your Ninja Super Flex. And the best glue for Converse would be your Samurai kit. All those have different price ranges. All those have different skill levels. So there's your three. Yeah. Multi-grab first, then Ninja Superflex, and the best would be the Samurai glue kit. I did that without stuttering. Oh my God, that was awesome. Fabulous. Okay. So a lot of times I like to find, let's get closer. Let's glue into it. Oh, that's nice right there. How about that? Okay, so I do like to address when there's like points of where stones are gonna, the margin here where the outline needs to be, and then this little point, I want to stay off of this little point. I like to kind of look at those first. That way I don't have too many small stones. I can fit that perfectly with the 16 and then the 230s. Do you see how that happened? Maybe not. I can't get any closer. Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. So that makes for a nice line right there. And then now I can just do my sprinkle. And right now I've only got 16s and 30s. Let me drop in a couple of 12s. And this is the Mocca's Sapphire AB. And it's fabulous. Fabulous. We don't use it enough. And it was the perfect project for today. So here we go. And a couple more 16s maybe. And I'm just doing a pinch, just a pinch of, each color to make a decent little mix. Just a little bit. Any other questions? Let's see. What are you using to apply the gems? Oh, Frederica, this is called a crystal katana tool. It's a synthetic black, a synthetic material on this end. It's a synthetic wax, and it does pick up anything small, paper, plastic, nail art, little metal things for model cars and trains, all kind of things. And so then you have your glue onto your item. And once you place your item into the glue, then you can use the opposite side to really press those items in and make sure they're seated into the glue, because you always want to have your items flat into the glue. And yes, Dana, these are glass. They're Kira glass rhinestones, and the color is Mocha Sapphire Blue AB. Mocha Sapphire AB. I'm like, what's the complete name? I know, right? There's so many. There's so many colors. Speaking of colors, the color chart has, I think, 160 colors, and then like 50 something shapes also. The pre-order is still on the site for the color charts, and that's going to be turned off probably this weekend. And then we'll be waiting on those to get made. So yeah, pre-order on the color charts. You can use your code restock20 to save that 20%. And it's 3 full pages. We're still working on the different design items that we might put on there. We've got the little measuring guide on there and some other fun stuff. So check out that color chart, and that's going to help you, know what colors to choose for your customers. If you do business in person with your customer, you can show them that color chart, and that way you're not responsible for picking their colors. Like, make them pick that color and have them sign off of it, all of it. Yes. Frederica, we are the manufacturer of this tool. I have 6 patents on this tool. We make this tool here in our dojo. Yes, I know, right? I know, Michelle, right? It's going to be fabulous. Such a great improvement, right? I really wanted to keep it on the acetate, but I couldn't do all those. It would have been 5 pages. It just was taking up too much space. So yeah, I'm happy for the compromise. And I'm just randomly picking, well, I guess I'm looking for a 12 now because I want this smaller section. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm freezing. And that's okay. Let's put another one of you, 12. This color is gonna be perfect. Now, when I give this to they're coming here to have it installed. When you have a glued decal like this, you really want to pull the backing off the decal, not the decal off the backing. That way you don't bend any of this decal. No more bending. No more bending. Right? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you. All right, that side is done. Let me put a little bit more over here. Just a little. And then we'll put some in the middle. And then after I finish this blue section, I'll go in and do the citrine and then the clear. And then I'll have to end with you guys. And I guess it kind of depends on the power. Let me just keep this plugged in, because then I can go live over on the clock. She's at daycare. She got me pretty good last night. She is getting her nails trimmed. She has some giant hands, and they have some giant nails. I don't know how her paws are so big, but she's a big girl. So she's getting her pedicure today. If they have time, they'll give her a bath. I hope they do. I hope they do. I'll pick her up late to hopefully make sure they do. All right, that's plenty. And again, if you're just joining, I was using kind of a higher quality acrylic paint into my 2-part epoxy glue. And the glue I was using is Loctite EA 0151. It's sold out on our site. It's sold out on Amazon. You can search Google to find it. And we hopefully will be bringing that in as a better formula. Awesome. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Do you like these colors? They are kind of San Diego colors, or I guess Los Angeles, but hey, they're still beautiful. Powder blue. Powder blue. And what else? What else are you guys working on this weekend? We might have to cut it short on my lives today anyway, because of the building maintenance happening, and we're not really certain of what time that's happening. So if the live ends, the live ends. Michelle, it totally is. Yes, it's changed names. It used to be Air, Auto Air Colors, and now I think they've joined, or Createx or whatever. So I used to get like the little set of 8 or 10 of the primary colors, and then I mix my colors. If I need custom colors, I just mix them. So I don't have to buy like tons of the libraries of paints, because I do enjoy my colorway mixing. It's a nice technique to learn to have. If you've got those basic 5 or 6 colors, you don't need the full set of everything. So we do like to teach fundamentals of everything, and that way, once you get those fundamentals, you can do anything. No limitations. Right? Awesome. Oh, very cool. Yes, you may, Tommy. Yes, of course. Share everything. You can always share anything we do. If we're live, that means it's for you and all your friends. Of course. I know, right? Good, Michelle. You've been doing your teenagers. Oh, your mom's Crocs. Just got your refill. Oh, very good. Yeah, we were out of that for a little while, but we've got a few more in. That one's also getting a bit difficult to get to coming in regularly, so we're working on that too. Michelle, do you get to come home for the holidays? Are you coming back to the mainland? I hope so. Hope you go get to see your teenager. And y'all, that's her mom. Her mom is the teenager, which is awesome. Oh, very good. Nice. Mentor in my head. You're the best. You're the best. Love it, love it, love it. Let's position these guys. And so there are a couple of gaps, which is going to happen when using round stones on these flat items. You will always have gaps. No matter how small of stones you have, you're going to have gaps. But this is to be on a car. It's going to be seen from at least 10 feet away. If you're any closer, hopefully you're walking by, not driving by. So, yeah, it's okay to have a couple little spaces. Embrace the gap. Mind the gap. Let it go. Let it go. And all that stuff. All that jazz. So we saw Halloween Ends last night. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. Awesome. Good. Let's see. They have quite a. Oh, very. Thank you, Sunday. She's been sending our site to everyone she knows. They have questions, and she refers them back. Finished a pattern tumbler with all character. Oh, very good. Awesome. Very good, Sunday. That sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. Tag us in your pictures, or load it onto our upload it onto our How to Crystallize 101 group. Awesome. Very good, Elizabeth. You got your duck kit. Awesome. Those are so fun. I need to do some more. Those will make great Christmas gifts too. Little ducks in your tree for ornaments if you do a tree. So cute. So cute. All right, a couple more. And again, I am letting that blue show through. Looks pretty good. I'll bring you guys a little closer. Whoa. This magnet is super strong today. Look at that blue. It's fabulous. And it's not like super sparkly right now, because again, I do have special lights on to make things not sparkle, because I do need to, not stress my eyes out too badly or too strong. Whoa, where am I going? Wrong way. Oh, my phone flipped. Sorry. Sorry. Right? Isn't it beautiful? And then there's the colored glue, and then there's the kind of the crappy print, but I have it sanded, and it's totally fine. It's just a guideline. Just a guideline. Okay, let's do a few more on this part, and then we're going to go into, I'm going to put the glue into a syringe and get this this tube going. So another way to apply this particular glue is you can put it into a syringe. I could use it. Sometimes comes with tips, like one of the 2-part little tips. I normally just put those in a drawer. I don't ever use them. So if you get tips in your glue, like the CG500 comes with a couple, I never use those. I just put them in a drawer. They don't interest me. I'm just going to mix it on a paper anyway, you know? Awesome. I know this Citrine. Once this Citrine hits, it's going to be so fun, right? Oh no, let's see. Brandy says your family gets upset when you work on just a small lamp. I like you don't understand how blinding. Oh, for sure. Yes. And if you have a lamp that's too sparkly, take a paper towel and drape it across that bulb, and that will soften your light for sure. Soften your light. Yes. Yes, that's right, Tommy. Isn't this an amazing tool? I know, huh? It's fabulous. We think so too. It's fabulous. Oh, goodness. They make great Christmas gifts for anyone that is into any kind of hand work because it's great for lots of things. I've got even a couple of people that buy them for just so many different things that they're not even craft related. So I know, right? Thank you, Shannon. That's right. Katana for the win. I know, huh? Awesome. Yes, Tonalea. So, and to get it into the syringe is kind of a challenge too, but I've got it some little tiny outlines here, so I'll put in the little extra to get it in that syringe. I could also use a smaller applicator, like a super tiny one of these guys. So maybe I'll do that too. But I'll show you guys how to get it in the syringe because syringes are very helpful, especially when you need to limit the amount of glue that you're trying to dispense. Disperse, you know, that was a reflection in my, oh, there's a window, somebody at the window. I saw something strange there. So sorry, so sorry. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Tommy. Okay, awesome. I've got to. Okay, very good. What do I do if possible? Oh yeah, for sure. Once I'm when I'm off live, I can totally respond. All right, let me close that. I had to make sure that wasn't the husband. Move, Bug. Sorry. Go on, Bug. Don't need to be in here. And let's put, I think a 16 is totally fine for this. Look at that. Perfect little dot there. Look at that. Perfect. I know, huh? Perfection. Very good. And again, you have code restock20 gives you 20% off site wide, and all the pinks are reduced automatically or already in to encourage everyone for breast cancer. Go get checked. So to make your katana sticky again, try to clean it with rubbing alcohol. Get it, scrub it really, really good to get those oils off. I know a lot of people have a habit of touching it while they're just like chatting, they're touching their tool. Don't do that. You're getting oils onto this synthetic material because it's not wax. And you can also, if you've got glue on it, the glue is probably, dried on there. It could even be pressed into the wax because some people don't realize the glue is on there, then it cures and dries, and then it gets pressed further into this material. So you can scrape it lightly with your fingernail to get that off. So scrape it lightly, clean it with rubbing alcohol before and after, and then be diligent about not touching your fingers or anything else on it. I see a lot of people in videos. It breaks my heart when they want to move a stone. They just use their tool and they just drag it and they get glue. And I'm like, ugh. Even with the other side, I don't do that. I try to get a different tool to do something like that. But keep your tools super clean. That's the only reason why it'll stop working is because there's debris on that tip. So let me know if that helps. And I think it's gonna. And we will continue. Any other questions? Y'all can ask me anything you want. I am here for you. All right, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to leave this glue. I'm going to kind of feather it out so that it doesn't have any kind of a lump or a bump as I go back in. Make it nice and thin. That's called feathering the glue. Feathering the glue, right? May I have a sip of my water? 1 second. Right by the microphone. I apologize. Okay. Let me do another I usually leave a little tiny piece not in the colorant because now I need not blue glue. Not blue glue. And I will use this little swab from earlier, get the blue off of there. It's totally fine. And then a syringe. So I'll show 2 different ways. Let me get a little tip here. When you have, and I think I might even have a nice yellow that I'll put this with. Let me move this glue down. Share the space, glue. Share the space. Now, I know it's on a yellow Post-it note, but I still need to add some yellow pigment just to give it some kind of coloring for when it gets to on here. So I'm not going to mix with that stick. I'm going to mix with this one. Let's get it all mixed up. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Friday. I know, right? What's up, Janessa? Good to see you. Good to see you, Janessa. Awesome. And all right, Darina, you're going to get a 13.1. That's fabulous. Yep. I think I did a half many years ago. Many years ago, 30 years ago, right in college. In the college days, but that was it. I was done with that lifestyle. I kept running, but not for that kind of amount. So let me go grab. Let's look for. I do believe I have a really beautiful mica. Let me grab one of those just to show another process. Ooh, how perfect. So this was in our TumblerCon bag. Oh, this chair is too high. I forget why I wanted the tall. Oh, because I was supposed to stand while I work. Yeah, that doesn't work out with me. It does not work out. So this says woodiesgoodies.com. You guys see that? woodiesgoodies.com. And this is called School Bus. How perfect is that for the yellow? School Bus. Mica, colorant, safe for general cosmetic size. Okay, awesome. But very good. So let's give this a little tap. And it does have a cap on it, but I don't want to get it on my other stuff. Come here, you. There we go. And so when you're mixing in mica powders, okay, I'm gonna a little bit. Well, I like to scoop it with this little lash swab. Couple of scoops of that. And slowly mix this in. Slowly mix this. Oh, awesome, Tommy. We might want to let them know the cost of this because just slow down. But yeah, so slowly mix in your colorant, your mica powder or your glitter because it can kind of fly everywhere. Slowly mix it in, just like, what was it, 10 years that I stalked my husband. Slowly but surely, they give up and they become part of the team, right? And now it's a beautiful golden yellow color. It's fabulous. And also the schedule, Tommy. We do have a schedule to you're lucky on this one, so hang on with the orders there, Tommy. Hang on. This beautiful color. All right, so I've got it on this swab. So the 2-part is mixed. I've added this school bus mica powder from Woody's Goodies. And now to get it in the syringe, I could dab it on, which I might do a couple little dabs. But still, it's a lot of glue for this tiny little tool, this little Q-tip thing. It's still kind of too much glue. So I'm going to wipe that off, put it aside. Oh, actually, no, I need to fill the syringe. Fill the syringe. What's up, Sue Robertson? Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, you want to scoop it? And then drop it in here, just kind of rub it onto the side. You don't have to get it all the way in because the plunger is going to do the work for you. But scoop it, rub the side of your barrel. Try to get that all in there because it does take some to get down in the tip. I hope I've mixed up enough for this part of the live. Let's see if it's enough to get out what I gotta do. And we're gonna keep that blue. The blue is still good. Now with the plunger, pop that in. And I think we've got plenty. Look at that. So now I'm using a 20 gauge tip. Put that guy on there. Oh yeah, all of the syringes are severely reduced, super reduced. And use your code restock20 to get an additional 20% off all regular syringes. Check those out. All right. So with this, I like to hold my syringe in the palm of my hand, 3 fingers on the barrel, 1 on the plunger, and the thumb as well. The index finger and the thumb work together to give you a lot more control. That way you don't squish out too much glue. Because when you have no control, like a nurse, okay? I married a nurse. They want to get all that material out as fast as possible. That's why they're going to use their thumb or use their finger like this or use their palm like this. That's no control. So if you want to have control, use your finger and your thumb as the control. The thumb can't go past the index finger because it's holding on to that little gap, that little sticky outy thing, that ledge there. So the thumb and the finger work together. And that's why I choose to hold my syringe that way. It gives me a lot more control. And then once you get your glue going, you can get this beautiful little thin, nice thin line of glue, or you can do dots of glue. We do dots of glue all the time. You see that? I'll bring you closer. This phone is getting hot. A nice thin, thin line. And it helps it get super consistent when you have like a even flow. So I know, right? Sticky outy thing. I know. I try, you guys. I try to keep it simple, right? As long as I can still do this, and because it is difficult. So heads up, if you guys are a maker and you start wanting to go live, it took me a couple of years to use my words, explain what I'm doing, because everything for me is kind of natural. I've just done it all these years. It's very difficult to use your words, right? For me. It's difficult to stay within the frame of the camera. It's difficult to talk to you guys, which I know totally helps. So it takes practice, right? It takes a lot of practice. So if you're going for it, then for sure, I encourage you definitely to start trying it out. You can even make a group in Facebook, and with this app, stream to that group for practice. Nobody sees but you. You're the only one in the group. Or put your mom in it, or put your cousin or whoever to help give you some tips or tricks or whatever. So practice, practice. I still practice. I still have a group I use. And I'm like, Susie, is this working or is this working? And so we work together to work things out. And it took me forever to figure out how to even do this, to switch this to this. And it was so easy. Just click and drag it. Duh. Go figure. Okay, so for this trim, I'm going to use, hopefully 8s will fit, but oh, by golly, I think I might have messed myself up. Let's see if 8s are going to fit. Please, please fit. Oh, you're in luck. Oh, thank God. That was going to be a super expensive decal if it didn't fit. I mean, it's still going to be quite, if I'm able to reproduce these for all of the orders that Tommy is going to. Tommy, we need to just have a class. That's the next class we have, is for your running team to all come here, and we'll teach everybody how to make their own. And then that'll get this cost way, way down. And the building is so big, they can run around inside the building. I don't know why I don't do that, but hey. Awesome. And this size is perfect for this outline. I normally do check all of my artwork for my outlines, and I was trying to knock this out so fast, I didn't check my measurements, but there you go. There's a 2.2 millimeter line. Perfection, if I don't say so myself. I know. What's up? You're so welcome, Michelle. I know. Yes. Okay. Good, good, good. So we are almost at 45 minutes, or I guess we're at 45 minutes, almost an hour, which is pretty good. Pretty good stuff. So what else? What else? The color charts are still on pre-order. I think I'm gonna turn that off tonight. Right? Is that what I said tonight? I need to write that down. Pre-order on color charts ends tonight. Restock 20 is your code through the weekend. Color chart. Hang on. Color charts off tonight, which means I will probably turn off in the morning, you know. But check that out. And so I'll do a little bit more on here. And then if there's no more questions, I'm going to hop off here and go have maybe a bite to eat, or I'm just going to shoot on over to the tick and the talk. I know, right? Yes, awesome. Oh, we got a don't click that, you guys. We've got a spammer. I'm getting hit massively on our Facebook page on Crystal Ninja. I was spent probably 2 hours each day this week deleting spam. So yeah, don't click on anything if you don't know the person or the context of the comment. Don't click on anything. So sorry, I can't stop it, but I got that one right there. Bye. Bye. Okay. Good, good, good. The outline is freaking fabulous. So let's see. Yeah, there's no other questions, and we've been on here 46 and a half minutes. So I'm going to log off with you guys and let this device rest, and maybe in 10 minutes I'll be over on the clock, if you know what I mean. Okay, thank y'all for joining me, and oh, good, Sue. Thank you so much. Pickup tools are a lifesaver. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yes, and we're so happy that you guys are happy too. And oh, I also wanted to say we sent out a couple of surveys over the past couple of days regarding if you were in a certain class or a certain thing that we did. We emailed some surveys. Thank y'all so much for answering those surveys, because we really needed that input, and it was pleasantly surprised. We're doing pretty good. So thank you guys so much for helping out with that survey. And if you didn't get a survey, please sign up for our emails at the bottom of the site, or once you place an order, that puts you in to do those surveys. So thank you so much. We really appreciate the feedback. And any other day, if you have a question or problem with any of our products or tools, send us an email. info@crystalninja.com will get you straight to us. DMs are filled. They're a problem. I'm getting spam. So info@crystalninja is your best, fastest way. I know, right? Awesome. Oh, good, Miss Mary. And see, after they did the survey, they got a coupon code too. So there's some thank you in that too. So awesome. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. And I will see you guys in a few minutes over on TikTok as well. Maybe give me like 15 minutes or so. All right. I'm going to see y'all later, and have a great weekend. Stay sparkly.